looking deep down the left side. Mendeville into the end zone. Touchdown!
Down the sideline, still Foley pointing to the house.
And the players streaming from the sideline to celebrate with 17 seconds left.
Welcome into BVarsity Live, everybody. I'm Zach Ewing, along with the dressed way too well Trevor Horn over there.
There is a specific reason why I'm wearing this suit today, and we'll all get to it later in the show.
No,
it's not about us.
What in God's name are you doing? I've never seen you dress half that well, and then all of a sudden you walk in like that.
Looks good, though, doesn't it, buddy?
I feel slovenly.
You should every day.
So anyway, this is our final show of the year, so it's special already, but it's also special because it's our state track and field championship blowout preview that Trevor has put together for the second year in a row.
Yeah, I like it. I love these guys. I think this is fantastic. I think it's a good way to send these athletes off as they prepare for 2-day heat-exhausted extravaganza.
Yeah, clearly you're so excited about it, you wore the most expensive clothing. That tie alone is worth more than the clothes Trevor usually wears. I'm just going to say it right now.
No,
and
it's seriously.
I'm not joking. And it's worth more than the
way
clothes I have
too
on
much
right now.
money at Men's Warehouse.
So anyway, we want to get to the athletes because nobody really wants to talk about Trevor.
Nope.
And we have 36 Kern County state qualifiers, 35 of whom are here, right?
As far as we know, 35 of them will be on the show. We had one no-show.
one.
That's fine.
So anyway, we're going to begin with this spectacular trio over here to my left, and it is Connor Bruce from GARCES. It is Ray Marquez. You go by Ray?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Raymond Marquez from East, and DEDE SALCEDO from McFarland. How are you guys doing?
We are okay with DEDE, right? We've come to that conclusion that we're allowed to call you DEDE in the paper.
Yes.
Is that it? All right, we're
Okay.
good.
Yes.
Everybody else? No. Us? Yes.
Well, let's start with you, Connor. You are involved in the sprints. You were third in the 200 at the Masters. That's all you're running is a 200,
yeah.
correct? Now, I'm not an expert like Trevor over here, but it seems like you've sort of had your breakout season this particular year as a junior.
His first year running in high school, actually.
Well,
since 8th grade.
that qualifies as a breakout, I would say. Have you been surprised by your success that you're in the state championships this weekend?
I didn't expect going this far. I just kind of came out and ran track because I knew I had speed and I wanted to help out the relay team. And then as the sprints proceeded, I ended up getting better and getting faster and continued to PR. So
when did you know, hey, I can make state?
When I think the third league meet, when I was like top 5 in Valley in the 1. And then I knew in the 2 that I have extra kick at the end that I could set aside some stuff. So that was basically it.
So a little background here, by the way. The state championships are going to begin tomorrow at 6 o'clock now, right? Is that right?
Field events started,
Field events
start at 5, other than
Okay.
girls discus, which is going to go as scheduled at 3:30, and then 6:15 for the first of 3 heats of the girls 400 relay.
So everything's been pushed back, other than the discus, by 2
Yes.
full hours because of the heat. It's expected to be 106 in Clovis tomorrow, 108 on Saturday, which is disgusting.
How do you not know this, DEDE?
We're all going to deal with it. Oh, is this news to you now?
No, like I knew it was gonna be hot, but I didn't think it was gonna be.
She's
that
from McFarland.
hot.
It doesn't matter to her. Haven't
That's
you seen the
true.
movie? Okay, I'm just kidding. So anyway, it is going to be hot. Sprinters kind of like that, though. I mean, I know the 200 is going to be late in the day anyway, so you
Yeah,
won't have to
10
worry
p.m.
about that. How much different is that going to be? And let's bring in Raymond too, because you're a sprinter as well, Raymond. You were third in the 100, so that'll be a little bit earlier. Do you like running in that kind of heat, or have you run in that kind of heat? What are you expecting?
I've only ran in that heat maybe once, and it actually helped me a lot because it got my muscles really warm.
Okay.
And later in the night, it's really getting colder, so that's going to affect us a lot.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, even though you're running at 10 o'clock, I think it's still going to be in the 90s at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
I would think.
It'll probably be really humid also.
Yeah, it'll still be pretty warm. Now you guys have it easy, only running short distances.
Yeah, but DEDE does not have it
DEDE
easy.
does not have it easy. We'll get to her in a minute. One more for you, Raymond. Did you expect to make it this far? You're a junior as well. This has sort of been your breakout season to make it to state. Was that the goal all along? Did you surprise yourself? How did the season go?
I actually surprised myself a lot because I came out like really late because I was hurt because
Okay.
I hurt my groin. And when I found out, my coach came up to me and was like, "Hey, you can make it to state." When he told me that, I was just like all excited. I just trained and got better.
And
Zach,
a groin
is it
injury
just-
is like a death blow for a sprinter, by the way. I mean, that just absolutely you can't do anything. So did you figure my season's over at that point? I mean, what were you? How down in the dumps were you?
Honestly, I was like, yeah,
It was not good, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna run this season. But I ended up coming back and came back stronger.
Zach, is it just me or is it the hairstyle and the body type? Does it remind you of somebody that sat in that chair last year? Darius Smith.
Darius Smith does. You do have the hair. That's for sure. Okay, so DEDE, you're in the 1600, which might be a blessing. I don't know. The 1600 is earlier in the day, so it's hotter, but you also don't have to
Yeah.
run for as long. So,
That's true.
I mean, this has been your freshman season. It's been spectacular in cross country, and now I think even more so in track. I think you have to have surprised yourself, right?
Yeah, very much. To get under sub 5, that was my goal since the beginning of the season, and I finally got it. I was sad at first because I got 4th, but I was really happy because I got sub 5.
Right.
So,
Dude, I
it's a
felt so
win-win.
bad.
You
Do you
got a
remember the conversation we had
4:59?
afterwards, DEDE?
no.
I looked at DEDE and I said, hey, let's look forward to cross-country season. And I feel so bad now
Wow.
because now here she is.
Wow.
Maybe it was a blessing that I said that because now she can look at me and be like, no, Trev, I'm still going on.
4:59.96. So you were under 5. I mean, it's a good thing you leaned at the finish, I guess, or else you wouldn't have been
Yeah.
under 5. I mean, that was like a sprinter's move. When did you hear? How did you hear that you did get in as an alternate? How long after the meet before you knew?
It wasn't that long. Megan, yeah, we're friends.
Uh-huh.
So she texted me saying that she had scratched and that I was able to run. So
Okay.
I didn't know how to respond. So,
So
I
was
was
that
like,
the same night or was it the next
Yeah,
day?
same night.
On the way home or?
Yep.
Awesome. So that had to feel pretty good then. What's it going to be like running in state as a freshman, you think?
Oh, I think that's going to be pretty scary. They told me I was the first McFarland girl ever to go to state. So hopefully I make it to finals.
Oh, that is that's worthy of applause right there. Now you made it in state and cross country, but it's a little bit different when it's all one class. It's sort of the big
Yes.
stage and the big race. What is your level of expectation? I mean, are we in I'm just happy to be there and experience this territory, or do you have goals of you want to drop time? What do you expect?
I want to get 454, the highest, and 450 as best as possible.
We're gonna drop some time. Man. That's significant time drop, and if you can do that, you may make the state finals and run again on
Yeah.
Saturday. Coming back down, Raymond, your goal for this weekend. I know everybody wants to drop time, but are the finals there for you? I mean, is that reasonable, or are you just sort of running and see where that lands you?
I honestly want to try to get 10.6, high 10.6.
Okay.
Because I feel I can get it, but if I can't get it, I always got next year.
What's your PR?
My fastest was a 10.77.
Okay, and you were 10.8 flat.
Yeah.
At the Valley meet, so very close to that. And Connor, how about you? 21.89 last week at Masters or 2 weeks ago. What are your expectations and goals?
I mean, I really want to lower my time by a lot for that race. Really, I'm setting my mark around like 21.6, 21.5. If I feel like if I could hit that, then I could qualify for the following day. But by senior year, I'm really pushing for a 21 flat.
I mean, this for you is sort of you're a rookie too at this.
Yeah.
So just being
Well,
in state
kinda.
will be. I mean,
Valley champ as an 8th grader, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why
fair
didn't
enough.
you run as a freshman and sophomore?
Tore my ACL my sophomore year, so I didn't run. And
No
then
excuse.
and then freshman year, I had knee problems also. I had really bad bone bruises.
You did that
Okay.
during what like the 34th game of football?
Second game.
Yeah.
So you really weren't sure what to expect coming out in track this year then, with all the injuries and all that sort of thing. To be at state on the big stage, are you nervous about that? Are you excited? What's your attitude?
More excitement than nerves. The only race I really got nervous for was the 100, but the 200, I mean, I've got a lot of time to think about it, and I mean, it's kind of a long race for a sprint. So I mean, just going around the curve, I just got to make sure I keep my head in it and not let my body and my muscles start fatiguing, and just trying to keep my head to keep me running as fast as I can.
Drinking water.
Yeah, a lot.
That's 2. We're going to count how many times Trevor reminds people to drink water today.
I'm not joking around. I mean, this is a serious
It
deal.
is. No,
they
it
need
is.
to make sure that it's like Rich Gonzalez said yesterday. You don't wait until the red light comes on a car to put oil in it. You do it long beforehand to make sure it runs right. It's the same thing with bodies and water, especially on a day like tomorrow and Saturday. The biggest thing is to make sure that they're hydrated 2 to 3 days beforehand to make sure you guys are healthy and ready to go and in peak condition, because you don't want to hurt yourself by not drinking enough water.
Here, DEDE. Here. No, I'm just kidding. I actually would give it to you, except that I've got a little cold, so I don't want to pass that on.
Thanks, though.
Germany.
On the way home, we need you to stop and get a liter, okay?
Okay.
A liter of water, put it
Definitely.
in. How about for you, Raymond? What are your expectations? What's your attitude going into the big stage here? How excited are you?
I'm really nervous, a little bit more excited than nervous, but I'm just honored to be able to go out there and represent Bakersfield.
The start's so crucial in the 100. We all know that. I mean, the last thing you want to do is false start, and I don't want to jinx that. But how do you tell yourself? I mean, you have to start fast, but you can't start too fast. Do you try to just sort of forget about that? I mean, how do you approach the start in such a big race?
Well, I just try to zone out all noises until I hear that gun. So I don't think I'll be able to false start.
All right.
Well,
Let's do that. And DEDE, you don't have to worry about that, but you have to worry about the heat. Seriously, is the heat an advantage for you? I mean, you are from the Central Valley. A lot of these kids racing in that race are not going to be used to that.
I think it'll be an advantage because most people are used to like it being cold and everything, and I've been training with the guys. So Coach Lopez, oh my gosh, I want to stop so many times out there, but he doesn't let me, and I really hope it's an advantage.
Do you guys train in the summer in the middle of the day? I mean, or are you in the mornings mostly?
At 3:30.
I mean,
Like
3:30. So
there.
you're used to triple digits then. I mean, if you're training in the summer at that time. So, well, hey, we gotta run you guys out of here and get a few more in if we're gonna get to everybody. But we appreciate you joining us. DEDE Salcedo, the freshman phenom from McFarland, Raymond Marquez from East, and Connor Bruce from Garces. Congratulations on getting here, guys, and good luck the next couple of days.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back on BVarsity Live with segment number 2 from the State Track and Field Championship Blowout.